है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
जो बच्चे साक्षात्कार के बाद में आई है, वो सोचती है कि ब्रह्मा बाबा ने अपना साक्षात्कार पाठ इतना जल्दी क्यों पूरा किया। हम तो देखते ना, हम तो मिलते ना, सोचते हैं ना, सोचते हैं अच्छा कल पहले भी गायन है कि कौरव सेना के निमित्त बने हुए महावीर का कल्याण किस द्वारा हुआ, शक्ति द्वारा हुआ। तो शक्तियों का पाठ ड्रामा में साकार रूप में होता हुआ है और सब मानते भी है कि मात्र शक्ति के बिना इस विश्व का कल्याण होना असंभव है। तो ब्रह्मा बाप फरिश्ता क्यों बना, साकार पाठ परिवर्तन क्यों हुआ। अगर ब्रह्मा बाप फरिश्ता रूप नहीं धारण करता तो आप इतनी अर्थ में यहाँ पहुंच नहीं पाते। क्यों कि वायुमंडल की क्रांतियां इस विश्व क्रांति के कार्य को हल्का कर रही थी। तो ब्रह्मा बाप का फरिश्ता बनना आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा बच्चों के भाग्य खुलने का कारण रहा। अभी फरिश्ते रूप में जो सेवा की फास्ट गति है वो देख रहे हो ना, देख रहे फास्ट गति हुई है या कम हुई है, फास्ट हुई है ना। तो फास्ट गति हुई तभी आप यहाँ पहुंचे, नहीं तो सोए हुए थे अच्छी तरह से। तो आज का दिवस ऐसा नहीं है जैसे लोग मनाते हैं, चला गया चला गया, लेकिन उमंग उत्साह आता है कि फादर हम भी ऐसे सिमरती स्वरूप नष्ट हुआ। ये प्रैक्टिकल पाठ पढ़ने का दिवस।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी और ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Elevated treasures. Use the elevated treasures of time and thoughts that you have in a worthwhile way with the method of greater glorification with less expense. Let there be less usage of thoughts, but let there be greater attainment through that. The success or attainment that an ordinary person can achieve after 2 to 4 minutes of thinking can be achieved by you in 1 or 2 seconds. In the same way, in your words and actions, let there be less usage and greater success, and only then will there be a wonder. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today's day 17. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Today's topic, elevated treasures. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, making good efforts. Baba is sharing the secrets. Baba is sharing with us the value of our own thoughts and time. Baba really makes us think, because we know that we have unlimited treasure of thoughts. How many thoughts come in the mind? And then definitely when you're thinking, your time is also going. So we have to see whole day, pay attention to how properly we use the thoughts. Is it by thinking less? Is it by using the power of silence? Or what are the different methods? I was thinking that maybe Baba wants our each thought to be used in service. That when there is a thought for someone to remove sorrow and give happiness to that person, that thought needs to be very special. That means a good practice, how to be free from sorrow and be happy. So when I have that ability, then when you share that thought with someone, as soon as you share the thought, other person will have that experience or that attainment. It could be for the own self, but as much we do for others, that means that becomes service, right? So we have to look into like how many are such thoughts which could serve, like someone is suffering because of any reason, then your thought should be able to help that person. I remember it was day before yesterday, group of lot of young people came and they said they're doing a lot of surveys and they have hundreds of groups in which they try to churn on knowledge. So my question to them was, but what's the benefit of churning? We go deep in the knowledge. So what's the use of that? So I was sharing for them, if they're not, then their thoughts are changed into power. Their thoughts change into remembrance of Baba or some special attainments, then it's all right to do what they are doing. But just to go in depth of knowledge. So it's very interesting. You all can think about that too. So Baba is saying that use the elevated treasures of time and thoughts that you have in a worthwhile way with the method of greater glorification with less expense. Sometimes we go to buy something and it's good quality, but you got at reasonable price. So you say, oh, I spend less, got lots, right? So we always think of other currency, but actually Baba is talking of subtle. So let there be less use of thoughts, but let there be greater attainment through that. The success or attainment that an ordinary person can achieve after 2 to 4 minutes of thinking can be achieved by your in 1 or 2 seconds. In the same way, in your words and actions, let there be less use and greater success. And then there will be wonder. Try to reflect on that. What you could do in few seconds, others will use lot of minutes. You know, when somebody asks you something about their problem, as soon as it goes in, just within a few seconds, answer comes. And you share that answer. Or any question comes. So how do the purity in the thought, love in the thought, or any quality accumulated within the thought can be like a shot. It can be given in a very, very short time. So I like it very much, but I think we need to reflect on it. More we reflect, more clear it will be. An experiment with that and see how you feel. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi, Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So good
Om
to be
Shanti.
able to connect with you, especially while Madhuban and especially morning hours. And each one of your sharing, I'm amazed at how you've been so consistent in sharing these little tips and your reflections on the Avyakt signals. And today's one, of course, is no less. And as you rightfully said, it's a very profound concept. It's a very attractive concept Baba is giving us. And it's based on our own valuing our own thoughts, our own mind. And so the question really is, how much do we practice? I was struck by this idea that you were sharing, that when you have tried something yourself and you have applied something to yourself and you have benefited from that thought, and when you share that thought with others, it's so much more powerful. And I guess that's what we need to do more and more of, no? Because sometimes you're just sharing it as a yukti or a method, and it's quite not sitting with the other person. And you wonder, what else can you do? And this is what Baba calls the power of experience, right? Anubhav, the authority. So, you have to really become the authority of that experience of transforming the sorrowful circumstance into something that you are happy about. Very, very wonderful to think that we can do so much with so little thoughts, only if we could do it. I was wondering, how does that relate to, for example, I think you shared also that somebody can come to you with a little problem. And our immediate tendency, at least my immediate tendency, is to kind of immediately think of how to fix it. This mentality that we have of fixing things, and probably fixing it short term, fixing it like putting a band-aid or stopping the pain immediately. And we don't necessarily take the time or the effort to see the full impact of how much we can influence that person. So I was really thinking about, yes, there is a place when we have to think about what the person is saying in terms of details. You have to perhaps listen to the description of what the problem is, and then, of course, you come up with a solution in terms of an action. And then there is the other way in which that your state of mind is the most important, and the yoga power is most important, the silence power is most important. But is there a way to kind of be sure? I always feel there is a little bit of both involved in resolving anything. There's action that we need to take, and there is also the yoga power and the thought power and the state of mind. How do you deal with it? Because sometimes if you don't do something, especially immediately, then people are thinking that you're not doing anything about what they're telling you. So just in terms of that fine adjustment of what to say, how to act, but also how to be before you do all of that.
I think that the whatever practice, that means also whichever power we have accumulated within the thought, that power will work. But if there is no power, but also, our every thought, state of mind creates very powerful vibrations. Like we say, Dadi Janki said that many people come with a lot of questions, but as soon as they come in front of me, they forget. And we hear that from Brahma Baba also. But recently, someone came and was very young person. And so I asked in the end, it was group of souls, that what, you have any questions? And she said, oh, my all questions are gone. I can't even think of any. So one of the method which we are using here a lot, that when people come, instead of getting into conversation, whether I speak or other person speak, if we take few minutes just to go in silence, be with Baba, let them experience the vibrations, the power. So then what will happen? That because of that, they will be able to sort out within themselves. Their lot of thoughts could vanish. They could just disappear. Or there could be some feelings which could change. So that day I was with one of the senior brother, and lot of people go to him also. And he was sharing that what I do, instead of just let them ask what they have to ask or tell, what I do, I just go in silence for 5 minutes. And they all, so some say that what they came with is very different now. They don't have same. So I think some of the subtle solutions, some of the subtle, uh, you know, I should say answers, lot of transformation can happen if we are able to create atmosphere. So what I would suggest, that the first step is do that. And then that is happening not only in other person, but that's happening to us also. So if that is happening to me, then my thinking is also different. And when my thinking is different, maybe that will match other person's thinking, and person will get the right answer. So that's what my feeling is, that everyone, all of us instruments, should have few minutes of silence before conversation.
Yeah, that's very nice. And you said that some of the methods we should be using ongoing or practicing is thinking less, using the power of silence. And you also mentioned about thoughts of service. What did you mean by that, thoughts of service, in which you connected that with removing the sorrow of someone, for example? That's a very high quality of thought of service. It's not just ordinary service.
But as Baba said, in the end, but also when there is, what is going on today in the world, maybe it's like an arrow. Baba wants our thoughts to be used for changing the minds of people, for healing the people. So I think that I was thinking why Baba keeps saying that thoughts are the treasure. And he's saying very often. So I thought maybe he's preparing our thoughts to have power in each thought, so that whenever Baba uses or I use those thoughts, then it is done what thought has to do. Whether it has to extinguish the fire of anger or revenge, whatever, but it's the thought is so powerful that it works, you know. That's what I meant.
It's almost like you've oftentimes given this image of the thought as the seed. I remember that each thought is actually, you know, filled with many qualities, many powers. So it's like we have to prepare ourselves by having that
But
quality.
now I am seeing more as an arrow.
Oh,
It's like arrow is going and then it's working where it needs to work. Mm.
this has to do with something that Baba mentioned in the Murli, the recent Avyak Murli, revised Murli. And Baba talked about determination in your thought. And Baba gave example of Brahma Baba's birth itself was through determination. And that was very interesting that that Baba, once he got the message, he did not think about whether I shouldn't, what should I do, but he immediately did what he had to do, and that was his determination. That was very beautiful. And I was just thinking that, does that mean that Shiv Baba entered, of course, and there was, you know, revelation Baba got. But then for him to say yes to what he was being asked to do, was there a little time in between in which he was almost like no time, that immediately he said yes to Baba? And that's what he's referring to, that there was such a deep realization and such determination in what he wants to do for God.
But actually, what I find that when he got the message, he really wanted to experience that. And when he experienced, he felt it was real, you know. When you experiment something and you get the result, you feel it is, you know, true and it is valuable. So what Brahma Baba took, I think, few years maybe, and it was whole thing was God coming or destruction happening or golden aged world is being established. So Baba did it. He internally took it. And then he decided to just surrender or decided to, you know, belong to Baba, keep that aim for the future, whatever he did. So it was, that determination was based on understanding. Because he agreed, he believed in that. And because he believed in that, he was able to do it.
So translating that to us who have come now and who have received knowledge at different points in time and have realized at different levels, it's the same thing, I guess, that would apply to us in terms of determination, that to whatever extent we have realized something, but to have the determination to take it forward into real life and to do something with it. Is that right?
That's what it is.
Like, for example,
Yes.
this morning, Baba was talking about how when you belong to Shiv Baba, your practice of being bodiless becomes very easy. So does it mean that, you know, I need to really put my first step and say, I belong to Baba in every way, and then really feel that sense of closeness, protection, whatever Baba has to offer. And then it becomes easy for me to to become bodiless, something like that. In other words, whatever. Yeah.
The first thought will come in the mind, who belongs to Baba? When I say I belong to Baba, then answer will come, it is the soul which belongs to God. So the soul consciousness, that's what Baba is saying, bodiless state. So when there is soul consciousness, now it goes further. Then you realize that all the relationships are with one Baba, so, but definitely the first one of who am I? And I am a soul, and then practicing becomes very, very easy.
First the understanding and then the experience of that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then it has been so nice to be here. A lot of things are happening, and souls have so much love for Baba, and everyone wants to just take drishti, and it's very different.
We can feel that Madhuban vibrations. Yesterday or sometime you were saying there's so many people, so many people that come through, and I can imagine.
Every day few thousands are going, and it's quiet for a while, and then another group, Sevadaris, start coming. So it had been good, actually.
Madhuban has its own rhythm, very beautiful. Yes. And it's lovely that we are able to connect with you every day in Madhuban. Thank you. Thank you so much, Didi.
Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
खूबसूरत करो ख्यालों को यूं खूबसूरत करो दिल खुदाई मोहब्बत से भर जाएगा ख्वाबों को तुम खुशनुमा पाओगे खुशनुमा पाओगे आसमां से जन्नत उतर आएगा इन ख्यालों में ऐसी पत्थर को कर दे वो कारीगरी ये बना दे फरिश्ता ये हूर और परी क्या गजब की है इनकी भी जादूगरी इनसे सारे ज़माने की खिदमत करो इनसे सारे ज़माने की खिदमत करो खुद दुआओं से दामन सवर जाएगा ख्यालों को यूं खूबसूरत करो
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
परम पिता शक्तियाँ आ गई, शिव शक्तियाँ आ गई। धरती पे शिव शक्तियाँ आ गई।
प्रवरारूढा चण्डकोपास्त्रकैर्युता प्रसादं तनुते मह्यं चन्द्रघण्टेति विश्रुता पिण्डज प्रवरारूढा चण्डकोपास्त्रकैर्युता प्रसादं तनुते मह्यं चन्द्रघण्टेति विश्रुता पिण्डज प्रवरारूढा चण्डकोपास्त्रकैर्युता प्रसादं तनुते मह्यं चन्द्रघण्टेति विश्रुता पिण्डज प्रवरारूढा चण्डकोपास्त्रकैर्युता प्रसादं तनुते मह्यं चन्द्रघण्टेति विश्रुता
जयति जय चंद्र घंटा, माँ जयति जय चंद्र घंटा। तुम्हारे नाम का बजता, तुम्हारे नाम का बजता, सृष्टि में डंका। माँ जयति जय चंद्र घंटा।
बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही। मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
मुझे क्या करना है? बाबा कहता है सब मेरे पर भी उपकार करते हैं, पर मैं सबका उपकार करता हूं। मेरा काम जो मुझे करना है ना वो करना है। तो बाबा हम बच्चों को कहता है तेरे को क्या करना है मैं सिखलाता हूं ना, और क्या करते हैं तुम काहे को देखते हो? ये बड़ी भूल है ना बहने, भाई जवाब दो। और क्या करते हैं नोट करना, ये ऐसा करता है, ये ऐसे करता है, ये ऐसे करता है, तो आंखें कैसी हो जाती है। हाँ, थोड़ा सा मैं रियलाइजेशन में आते हैं, ये मुझे पता है, ये ऐसे करते हैं, ये ऐसे करते हैं, यूपी में ऐसे करते, बिहार में ऐसे करते, फलाने से करते, फलाने से। अरे ये दिमाग ही खराब करने वाली बात हो गई। पर मुझे क्या करने का, दिमाग ठंडा होने वाली बात हो जाती है। वो दिमाग गर्म हो जाता है। ये क्या करते हैं, दिमाग गर्म हो जाता है या डल हेड हो जाता है। या तो रीस करते हैं, किसके भाग्य से रीस करो तो हम भाग्यवान नहीं बनेंगे। हर एक अपना भाग्य बना रहा है। मेरे को भाग्य बनाने के लिए खुली दिल से बाबा ने कहा, बच्ची बच्ची, तो बच्ची हो या बच्चा हो, हाँ, बाबा कहे तो बच्ची हो, हाँ बच्ची हो, बच्चा हो, हाँ, बच्ची हो तो तुम्हारा श्रृंगार कर रहा हूं, ससुर घर जाना है। कल परसों मुरली सुनी ना, ससुर घर जाना है, इसलिए ऐसा श्रृंगार कर रहा है, दहेज भी तैयार करके पहले से बेच दिया है, दिखाता नहीं है दहेज। बच्चा हो, बस्सा पूरा लेना है, हक है हमारा। तो ऐसे अगर हमारा जिस पर हक लगता है वो छोड़ करके, ना हक अपना अपना हक छोड़ के औरों के भाग्य से रीस करेंगे तो मेरा भाग्य नहीं बनेगा। हाँ, मैं भाग्यवान हूं, ये सब जैसे भाग्य बाबा बांट रहा है ना, ये सब भाग्यवान बन जाए ना, बन जाएंगे, गारंटी है। इतने सारी सभा कैसे बनी है, हाँ? कितनी 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 वृद्धि है। जब हमारी मुन्नी बहन हाथ उठवाती है ना, बाबा भी हाथ उठवाता है ना, कितने नहीं आती है हर बारी, हाँ? हर साल इतनी वृद्धि होवे, ये कमाल किसकी है, किसकी है, बाप की। बाप पढ़ाने वाला इतना है, हम बच्चे भी बाबा से पढ़ करके ऐसे लायक तो बने हैं ना, तब तो वृद्धि हुई है। बाबा कहते हैं मैं थोड़ी और देशों में जाऊंगा, वो तुमको जानना है। बाबा तो यहां भारत देश से बाहर पांव नहीं रखा, क्यों, रॉयल है न भगवान, उस धरती पर पांव नहीं रखा। भारत देश में ही आता हूं, भारत को स्वर्ग बनाता हूं, तो हमारे बुद्धि रॉयल्टी ये है। पर मैं भी बोली का टाइम पूरा हो, बोली सुनानी है, परंतु हर एक देखे रॉयल्टी किसको कहा जाता है, लिस्ट निकालना। रियलाइजेशन में वो लिस्ट निकल आती है, पर्सनैलिटी में रॉयल्टी। जैसे ब्रह्मा बाबा की है, मम्मा की है, जैसे दादी की है, सदाई फेस चमकता है, कभी गुस्सा गुस्सा नहीं आता है, कभी किस पर नाराज नहीं होते हैं। बाबा समझाता है पर नाराज कभी नहीं होता है, समझाता अच्छी तरह से है, तो कान खुल जावे, परंतु प्यारे से समझाता है। बच्चों का भला होवे, जल्दी जल्दी बच्चे शांति धाम में चलने के लिए पवित्र बन जाए, क्योंकि शांति धाम में बाबा को लेके जाना है। तो हम भी समझे परम पवित्र, पूरे पवित्र, जैसे लगे मैं पूज्य बनने वाली आत्मा। हाँ, कल पुजारी थी, पुजारी भी साधारण पुजारी नहीं, मैल से मंदिर अच्छा बन जाए ऐसे पुजारी थे। इतनी रॉयल्टी, हाँ? और विचारों में जाने के बजाय ऐसे अगर विचार करे तो जैसे रत्नों से खेलते हैं, और कोई विचार ऐसे करते हैं तो यहां सिर में दर्द पड़ जाता है, पत्थरों से खेलते पत्थर लगता है। रत्नों से खेलने से चेहरा चमकता है, जो सामने आएगा ना उनको भी जैसे उनसे खेल कराएंगे ना। हाँ, तो हमारे हमेशा अभी आज के मूल्य से रॉयल्टी किसको कहा जाता है? मुख से कभी पत्थर न निकले, दृष्टि में कभी ऐसे न हो, वृत्ति ऐसी हो, सबका भला हो। ओके, ओम शांति। मुरली सुनो, अच्छा ध्यान, इधर उधर नहीं देखो।
निराली शान है, दिल तख्त पर हमें रख लिया, खुद से ऊंचा मान देकर नाम दिल पर लिख लिया। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी, ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी, जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी, आपने बाबा हमें।
Om Shanti Bhakti Parivar. So tomorrow is Wednesday and our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we'll continue with Double Furnace Madhuban online program, which will be 8:30 to 9:30. The class which is being held here, it will be transmitted through the YouTube channel and also to Avikti Parivar, and that's the class topic is remembrance. It will be by Sister Mira. So you can join through YouTube channel or you can join through Avikti Parivar. And then in the evening, 5 to 5:30, Avikti Children Murli class, 6 o'clock meditation, Hindi series, English series, Avikti Journey, Chit Chat, Avik Murli, revision. Now let's do Avik Murli. Welcome to Avikti Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli of 9th October 1971. Increase in the service through powerful attitude. Where instrument souls are just embodiments of love, their creation has very little power to face problems. They will have love and be cooperative with the yajna and divine family, but they will not be able to face problems. The reason for this is that the Creator, instrument soul, influences the creation. In order to move souls further forward, you special instrument souls must fill them with power from your own form of power. At present, the majority of souls do not move forward. They do not move backwards, nor are they stuck or trapped anywhere, but they do not have any power. To be able to take a jump, they need extra force. A rocket is filled with force and is then sent very high. So you need to sustain souls. Due to their lack of power, they are unable to take a jump. So the special souls have to fill those souls with special power to enable them to take a high jump. They wish this, they are making effort, but there now has to be force. How will you give that force? When you yourself first have the force that you need to make yourself move forward, you will then be able to donate power. Just as you donate knowledge, so you now have to donate the force of power. You now have to perform the task of being a bestower of blessings. You have given a lot of knowledge as a bestower of knowledge. You now have to become a bestower of the blessing of power. This is why people always ask goddesses for blessings. How will they receive success from the goddesses? What service do you now have to do? Become embodiments that grant blessings and give blessings of all powers to your creation, those from whom you are instruments. The special souls who have become instruments can do this service to a greater extent. This is a group of special souls. As you were told, it is very easy to become a mic. Many will become mics, but the service of all of you is to fill with might. This is needed now. Now is not the time to remain engrossed in effort on yourself. Now is the time to be revealed through your own effort and to create an impact. That impact will automatically attract souls. Acha, Om Shanti. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Elevated treasures. Use the elevated treasures of time and thoughts that you have in a worthwhile way. With the method of greater glorification with less expense. Let there be less usage of thoughts, but let there be greater attainment through that. The success or attainment that an ordinary person can achieve after 2 to 4 minutes of thinking can be achieved by your in 1 or 2 seconds. In the same way, in your words and actions, let there be less usage and greater success, and only then will there be a wonder.
हर खजाने को सफल कर सफलता मूर्त बनो। श्रेष्ठ खजाने आपके पास समय और संकल्प रूपी जो श्रेष्ठ खजाने हैं, इन्हें कम खर्च वाला नशीन कि विधि द्वारा सफल करो। संकल्प का खर्च कम हो, लेकिन प्राप्ति ज्यादा हो। जो साधारण व्यक्ति 2-4 मिनट संकल्प चलाने के बाद, सोचने के बाद सफलता या प्राप्ति कर सकता है, वह आप 1-2 सेकंड में कर सकते हो। ऐसे ही वाणी और कर्म कम खर्चा और सफलता ज्यादा हो, तब ही कमाल गाई जाएंगी। ओम शांति।